Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the No Name Podcast. I'm your host for this week, Manny, along with my two co-hosts, Ricky and Isaac. If,
What's up?
you did like the squirrel meme when you looked at the thing.
Yeah, that's how you
Uh,
do it.
anyways, yeah. So if you guys are listening from us, we have social medias now. We're on TikTok, Instagram, and I was gonna bring up Facebook, but we're not using that. So,
Yeah.
I was like, why did I get the vibe that Manny's about to say Facebook right now?
I almost did. I almost
Yeah,
did.
yeah, you almost
Uh,
did.
I almost did. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, and every Wednesday at 10 a.m. on YouTube. How you doing this week, guys?
It's been a week. It's been a fun week. And all that stuff. A lot of interesting
Yeah.
stuff. A lot of interesting stuff.
Okay, Isaac, how you been?
I will say though, this week. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I had to bring this up. No, because I was gonna forget. I knew I was gonna forget it because I was kept reminding myself before we started recording and all that stuff and got on the call. Ever since Manny's little theory, it looks like it's starting to become more true by the minute, and that's creeping me out.
The
It is
Marvel one?
literally creeping me out, and all that stuff. There's now talk because the shooting for the Spider-Man movie has begun, and everything like that. There's been the rumors. There's these rumors about Tobey Maguire, Garfield being cast, and everything like that. It does seem like, just also Cumberbatch, who plays Doctor Strange, is in the movie, and all that stuff. And I'm just like, oh my god, what are we doing?
I told you, dude, I got that inside scoop, bro.
What are we? What are we?
Got that breaking
What are
news,
we
bro.
doing? I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, if they pull this off, I applaud them and everything like that. I'm just like, this is actually, it's just gonna be crazy that this might actually happen and all stuff. And then
Yeah, dude. It's because I looked into all the different alternate ending universes in the Time Stone Agamotto, and I saw that one.
Wait, so you didn't make it up on your own?
Nah, I looked inside the Time Stone. Looked at all the different. I looked at all the different. Yeah.
also,
Oh man, that is awesome. That is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, dude.
I
looked inside the Time
legit
Stone.
thought like, man, this guy's a genius. He really called it. I really honestly believe that you like conjured up like something very creative and genius. Dude, we were like giving you props, like that's super creative. Why did you not be like, I didn't make it up though? I don't know why I find that hilarious because Ricky's pissed
Yeah.
now. 'Cause he's,
I'm not
like, thinking
pissed.
the whole time-
I'm not even pissed.
He's,
I'm like,
thinking the whole time, like, wow, Manny really called this. Like,
it's like,
crazy.
I'm not even pissed off about it. I'm like freakishly like scared and shocked of like what's transpired since we made that and since we talked about that and everything.
Yeah.
It's just like, and then plus like
Both theories that I've had have came true or are almost coming true. If you look at the Disney Plus one,
okay. The
it
Disney
might
Plus
be
thing,
happening.
we don't know for sure on that one. Okay, that's
Maybe.
still
but that's a
hypothetical.
maybe.
That's still a
But
Yeah,
you
hypothetical.
did-
that
you
might be a
didn't make-
maybe.
But with the Tobey Maguire and Garfield one, you did not make that one up, correct?
Yeah, I said I looked into the Time Stone from Doctor Strange.
He made it up. He made it up.
I made it up.
Meaning he made it up.
My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I was like, what? I was like, there's not a real Time Stone.
Isaac's over here believing that there's an actual time stone in Manny.
No.
it.
What I got confused about is because I asked you, I was like, wait, so you didn't make that theory up? And you're like, no. I was like,
Didn't
wait,
you?
what?
Yeah, he followed up saying, "Yeah, I looked into the time stone and to see this."
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, that's why like you're like dying laughing. I'm like, did Isaac not know and Manny was just joking right now?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not really
And all that stuff?
like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And also,
No, I completely made it. I had it wasn't a made up theory. It was a theory that I've had for a while since I saw the Morbius trailer. I kind of like started like figuring it out, and then when I told you guys, I already knew like my theory was already like I was already working on that theory. So like it wasn't like I just pulled it out of a hat like on that video. Like I was thinking about it for a while. If that makes sense, that's cool.
Only if you can get more recognition that you made that up
Oh.
before anything came about.
Dude, that would be awesome, dude.
All I have to say is the Maguire and Garfield thing is not confirmed yet. Probably.
Yeah.
We don't know if it's true. The Cumberbatch thing has been in a news outlet so far, so that does bring some tie-ins to his future movie, all that stuff and everything.
But the factor that they're talking about it, though,
there has been rumors. Apparently, like there were talks
amazing in itself
and all that stuff, and then apparently we're supposed to get our first official look of the next Spider-Man movie later this year, like in December, because there's like some event that happens around that
trailer.
I don't
trailer
know.
Or just
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. All it says is first look, and that can be anything.
Well, I know they mentioned that Garfield and Tobey Maguire's is like a one-time movie thing. They're not like going to continue that whole story. It's just like one-time thing.
Well,
So-
yeah.
Still.
Oh, and then there's this big rumor. I don't know if this more ties into Doctor Strange too. Ryan Reynolds is cast for that movie.
I heard theories
Like
that he's gonna take
I
up the
I just said
the
Ryan
Stan
Reynolds.
Lee. I heard not Reynolds. Rumors that he's gonna take up like the Stan Lee cameo, like just appear in movies and just like.
As Deadpool.
I heard those are rumors as well. Yeah, Deadpool's gonna be like the Stan Lee cameo, like just appear like randomly. I don't know how they would work that, but I heard a rumor. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'd be okay with that, but like as long as he still gets his own movie, he's still a character.
He just needs his own movie. He don't need to be in cameos.
Maybe they're just building it up to like bring him in finally.
It'd be kind of cool
Never know.
if he didn't get like the camera just on him, but like if like they were doing like a big time movie, he was like in the background somewhere,
Well,
like you know what I mean?
well, yeah, that's mostly what Stan Lee did most of the time. I mean,
Yeah.
he had like a somewhat of a scene and all that stuff.
Yeah,
a small
like
scene.
if they didn't do scenes though, if like
Wait, just have him
say,
walking. Say
have him like running or walking around in the background, and then when he
No.
has the movie, it happens to be he's doing a mission during
No.
those movies. You know what I mean? So like say
No, I understand.
this-
No.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just like, I don't see the point of that.
Just trust
Cool.
the man, Ricky. He's calling him, so
Yeah.
I
can't really deny it.
no. Until this,
Can't have no more faith.
No. I applaud him for what's been transpiring, but until it becomes official, then I'll give him his props. And all that.
I give him
At this
props
point,
just
we're
for
just-
Like
talking about it. I'm
don't get me wrong. So far, it's freaking me out, and I'm like, dang, Manny actually had a good theory, and it actually like worked, and it's actually probably might come true. But if once it becomes
Kevin
official,
Feige watches our podcast.
once it becomes official and everything like that, like Maguire, Garfield cast and everything like that, we're seeing Jamie Foxx, Electro is the one from Amazing Spider-Man 2, and somehow it's gonna bring in Morbius and all this other and Venom and all that stuff into the and somewhat into the universe and all that stuff and everything. And if it does, my mind is about to pop open with so many ideas.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I will say this, Manny, good job on this, because I'm literally freaked out and all that stuff. Like, good job, because sometimes your ideas are straight up bat crazy and all that stuff.
Yeah, dude, sometimes you just gotta throw Hail Marys every now and then you get a touchdown. You know what I
And
mean?
all that stuff and everything. But yeah, I give you that one and all that stuff. I'll give you that one. Other than that,
Anyways, with how I'm doing,
Yeah.
any random rants from Ricky?
it's not a random
These
rant.
segments.
It's more of like an update from a previous episode and all that stuff, just to let him know. That's all it is. How you been?
Sure. Pretty.
Okay, how you been?
Anything else?
No, I'm
Anything
good.
else?
I'm
All right,
good.
pretty good. There you go.
Sheesh.
I'm good.
Okay.
That's it.
There's nothing.
Oh,
no
okay.
story.
See,
Nothing.
all that, and then it's just like I'm good, and all that stuff.
No, like I was walking down the street and I saw a puma eating a baby.
It's a little dark.
Cool.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Example.
Oh, so.
You know, Pumas are pretty cool. Not just pigeons. Anyways, so I'm just gonna lead us into our next topic. That was a weird
Our
transition, but
first topic.
whatever. First topic. I'd count this as a second topic.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll
It's
tell
a
you
second
one.
topic. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll count it as a second topic. So, Call of Duty has a beta. That's currently playable. Me and Ricky been playing it. Ricky, you like it?
So
Yeah,
listen.
no.
So okay. So, uh, I will. So of course, for more clarification, because and all that stuff, it's the Cold War beta for Black Ops Cold War. It's a long title. I don't know why, and all that stuff. I've been
Call of
playing.
Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Yeah,
I like it.
it's just a long name. That's all. And I've been playing. Thursday was the first. Thursday was it was for early access for Xbox PC players because there was a bit. It was on a week before for all PS4 players. I will admit, the first couple games I played, I did not enjoy it as much as I thought it was, and all that stuff. And that just titles into the whole skill-based matchmaking stuff that people talk about a lot and all that stuff. And for those who don't know what that is, that's how how they try to group people into one setting, into one lobby. So based off your skill set, your how you play in the game, how well you play in the game, and your leveling and all that stuff. And I kid you not, it's like first two games was like it was hard to get a shot. It was hard to get a couple shots in and all that stuff. And that's with the pre-made build, the pre-made classes too, because you don't get cleared to class till like level 3. And leveling progression seemed really slow. And I would like so far I had to like some of the only gun that I only enjoyed at the time was the MP5 and all that stuff. But let's say I think going into this past weekend and all and everything. As soon as I got the creative class and everything like that, and they added in double XP and weapon XP, double XP for weapons too for some reason on a beta weekend, which is weird. It started to feel like I was playing Call of Duty again and all that stuff, like just on multiplayer wise. Some of the maps, they're cool. I mean, the settings are nice, but some of them don't seem right for certain modes. I have to say my favorite one so far is Moscow.
I love Tatooine.
Which one?
Tatooine, Tatooine man. I can't remember what it's called. It's the sand one. I call it Tatooine. I don't know what
Satellite.
Yeah, that one. I call it Tatooine. It looked like Tatooine. I
Satellite.
like that one the most. I love the effects. I love how they were able to do the recreate the sound effects, like when an explosion goes off, or even when you're shooting, you see sound effects as well.
Oh yeah, but
I
it's
love
like I feel with Moscow in particularly, I feel like that's more of a Call of Duty multiplayer map, and works with any mode that it is and all that stuff. And that we've like team deathmatch, kill confirm, dominate. Well, domination it feels a little small for it. Control.
Yeah, it feels a little small.
Control is fun. Is fun on that map.
Yeah.
Control.
I don't like Miami. I do not like Miami.
Miami is a strange one. Dom is fun. I enjoy Miami on playing domination and hardpoint. Everything else, no.
Yeah.
And all that
I
stuff.
just did not like the map.
I know that there's gonna be more maps come release. All the guns feel now that especially now that I hit level 40 at the end of Saturday and I got all the weapons and everything. And then just past Sunday, on Sunday they unlocked all the attachments for every single gun.
Yeah.
Some of these guns are more enjoyable now, but that's just because you have attachments now and all that stuff and everything. But like based off just what they are, non-attachment wise, my favorite guns so far are the MP5, the Type 6.3, which is like a tactical rifle, and the not the Paladon, the other sniper rifle. Um, I forget what it's called. It started with an L. I don't know if it was Lancer or something else, but that thing shreds and all that stuff. Um, the XM4, which is your default, which is like one of the it would probably be a meta sniper rifle when it comes to pro play and everything like that, or just in general. I see that's going to be used a lot, along with the MP5 and the Uzi looking style kind of gun. I forget the actual name for it. Other than that, I had a fun. I had a fun time with the beta. I enjoyed it more till I started got to my creative class and all that stuff, and then I feel like double XP made the leveling a little more better and all that stuff. Like I said,
Yeah.
the beginning of it, leveling seemed really slow and all that stuff, slower than usual. Like even on Modern Warfare, I feel like I can level up pretty good on Modern Warfare, but this one right here was seemed really slow. Um, but I'm excited. Honestly, it's just of course with Cold War when that comes out. Of course, the first thing first couple things is gonna be multiplayer, of course, and all that stuff, and then see how the other modes work and all that stuff. We never got to play the other ones. The
No.
the combat
Warzone.
combined arms and all that stuff. Well, Warzone is Warzone. We already know what Warzone is and all that stuff. We just don't know if
Yeah, but isn't it a different map?
that's what I was about to bring up
Yeah.
and all that stuff. We don't know. We don't know if it's going to be a whole new map, if Verdansk is still going to be there, but just with some changes and all that stuff. Apparently, one of the combined arm modes, I forget which one it was. It's you just to kill dirty bomb, remove dirty bombs. Apparently, it has a Warzone feel to it. From what the gameplay shows and everything. So, I mean, we could be something
I'm
like
pretty
that.
excited for the zombies also. Zombies looks really interesting in this game.
Well, yeah, until we actually play it. I mean, there was
Well, I enjoy zombies.
well,
I don't really play zombies with friends though, so that part.
well, the thing is, I'm excited for zombies now than I have been before. I mean, I've always liked zombies, but and all that stuff, but I never put the time in to actually invest into them, especially now with this title and with zombies in particularly. We're gonna get our first map, Das Machina, from what it's called. It's located in a classic old Black Ops zombies not Das Machina, Dochten Tolden, if that's how you say it, and it's a German name and all that stuff and everything. So
Sure.
and all that stuff. I mean, zombie fans are excited for that, from what I've read and all that stuff, because I've been paying a lot of attention to zombies more recently. I'm excited because also what's cool about it is future zombie content is free. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be tied
The
to
DLC thing.
yeah, it's not gonna be tied to season passes before and all that stuff and everything like that. All progression is literally combined. So now with this game, so the battle pass is gonna come back for this game. Ooh, I am losing my voice right now. It sounds like all that stuff. Progression throughout all the Cold War is combined. So wherever you play multiplayer, Warzone, zombies, it all progresses together and all that stuff, including when the battle pass starts coming into implement for Cold War. All loadouts are going to be the same throughout all modes. So the loadouts you use in either Warzone or multiplayer are going to be the same ones in zombies, because you are not, when you start the map, you're no longer starting with a pistol in zombies.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they'll still have wall buys and everything like that.
Okay.
And you can level up your gun, level up the guns and everything like that, like classic zombies and everything like that.
Correct.
They're now adding a type of exit out of the game, out of the map. Exfil, I forget the actual name. So you know how when you play, you only play the only way to end it is to die, and all that stuff. There's no way to, there's there'll be a way to actually exit the map, and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
I forget the actual name of it, But it's like, like a chopper will be coming to get you guys out and everything like that. But during that time, the levels will intensify and all that stuff, and you have to survive
Yeah,
until
well,
you're able to leave.
I know there's a couple different endings to some of them.
Well, it depends on the Easter. That's like Easter egg based and all that stuff too.
Yeah, but that I feel like that was like a predecessor to this. I feel like because a lot once Easter eggs started getting well known, I feel like a lot of people started doing it more and more.
Well, yeah, because like Easter eggs, there's an actual story to the zombies, which I'm just now finding out for the first after for a while.
I learned in Infinity War, I think.
No. I mean, just in the Black Ops in general, in the Black Ops series.
No, I know that, but I'm saying I started picking up on the storyline part when the game Infinity War came out, and then I researched like all the other games, zombies. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
I started picking up on like a storyline style thing,
Well, yeah, but
and I just YouTubed it. But like I'm saying, like myself, like
yeah. Well, like the thing is with that also is like the zombies from Advanced Warfare and I think it was Infinite Warfare. Those are totally separate from Black Ops zombies.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Black Ops has its own storyline. Yeah.
It's its own thing and all that stuff because it's a connected thing throughout that whole series. That's why I'm bringing it up. And all that stuff, which I found was interesting and all that stuff. And with the Cold War one and all that stuff, it is apparently like at the end of spoilers for those two. Apparently, everything ended. It was a whole multiverse thing, and they all destroyed it and everything, and bring one new universe together. But the thing is, it's still canon to this new one and all that stuff. So there's probably chances people will recognize people from the previous storyline and all that stuff and everything like that because it's a brand. It's just still that same. It's technically that same. It's all canon now still and all that stuff. But to say to that, I enjoyed the beta. I liked it. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the 13th of November when this game comes out because I will be playing every single mode for the first time. This is to be a Call of Duty where I'll be playing every single mode. That's campaign, multiplayer, Warzone, of course, and then zombies and all that stuff. Because everything is because all the content is pretty much free, like such as multiplayer maps, zombie content, and all that stuff and everything. New guns, so when those comes out, there will be a battle pass system, of course, and all that stuff. And every single mode is crossplay too, so we get to play with each other and all that stuff for that. So that's gonna be exciting.
Now, Isaac, yes. I know you don't. You currently don't play Call of Duty because as of right now, you currently only have a Switch. However, you plan on getting a next gen console. Do you see yourself playing Call of Duty?
Oh yeah, I mean, I do plan on to. I mean, the last Call of Duty I ever played in my life was like the first Modern Warfare. That was the last time I ever played Call of Duty.
Oh wow!
I know.
No, was it you just didn't enjoy it, or
no? You just I think for me it was just like, yeah, I'm not trying to be like darkening here, but like the love of games was like not in me as much anymore, and so when you get older, finances are a hindrance, and I feel like for me it was just that I kind of just focus on other things, but not that I never enjoyed Call of Duty. I always enjoyed it whenever I played it. So hopefully this time around, I'm able to purchase these consoles and able to enjoy them. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I haven't played the beta. I never looked at the gameplay, but by what Ricky said, it sounds pretty cool so far.
Yeah. Okay. Now, when you play, what was the mode you played the most? Were you like more multiplayer, a story mode guy, or like a zombies?
It was only multiplayer and zombies. Didn't have internet back in the day, so I couldn't play online. So that's what I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was just standard, totally standard.
Okay. Yeah, just regular, basic Call of Duty.
Campaign.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wait, campaign and zombie, right? Then, right?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Which Call of Duty was this?
The first Modern Warfare.
That didn't have zombies.
Yeah, zombies. Yeah.
No, the very first Modern Warfare. No, zombies was introduced in World at War. I think that was after Modern Warfare.
I thought it was Black Ops was the one that had zombies, right?
No, so World at Zombies was introduced in World at Call of Duty World at War, and then but then it got started being bigger when the first Black Ops came out.
Okay, then I started playing zombies when the Black Ops came out.
Okay.
That's when I was introduced to it,
Okay.
and that was pretty fun. I enjoyed that.
Okay. So as we go into our next topic, Isaac can probably touch on this more. The iPhone 11?
12.
12. I was gonna say, I'm not an iPhone guy. You guys' thoughts on it?
Okay, hold on. I think the question is actually for Isaac is, are you getting it? And then if so, which one? That's the actual question first.
I'm getting the mini.
Seriously?
No.
How small is it?
I kid you.
It's smaller than the
regular 12.
The smaller, yeah,
right?
The regular 12. So it's like 4-inch screen. I want to say 4-inch, 5-inch.
I am pulling that up right now. Give me a second.
No way. Now little kids can have a little kid phone, not just regular phone.
Yeah, imagine me using an iPad mini, iPhone mini. That's just like
that would look weird.
To get roasted on.
The mini is a 5.4-inch screen, while the 12 is a 6.1.
Dang. It's funny because you're like, this is the smallest phone ever. So if you're rocking a 5.4 somewhere else, now you know it's too small. I'm just kidding.
Hey, but the mini's loaded with content. I mean, just like,
throw down.
Yeah.
But I think here's the thing though. I was like, we can joke around about the mini and all that stuff. That thing is what's gonna sell the 12 though. People are gonna buy that.
You think?
Yes.
But you think people really want a small phone like that again?
People are gonna buy that. In all honesty, people are gonna buy that.
Yeah, there's gonna be a market out there. I'm pretty sure iPhone can do anything. There'll be a market out there.
And all that stuff. Like why? It's like, dude, it's like. It's a 4-inch display. It starts off at $600, $700. All that stuff. Out of all phones. That's full price. That's full price and everything. And that's like I said, it starts off at $600. I'm trying to get the other side models. Give me a second. I'm currently on Apple's website trying to get all this set up.
Actually, too, it's funny because people are, iPhone. I have an iPhone, but I just like how Apple makes like iPhones like the super edge cutting like phone, which is not, because now the iPhone 12s now they display a 1080p screen when on the iPhone 11s they only displayed 720. Like that's the highest they went in resolution. And so it's funny that they're like, we have like this crazy screen and, it's the best of the best. And someone's just like, no, you're just catching up. And then what else they say? Like, it's a whole new stunning design. And then someone was like, no, it's the same design like you guys did, like the iPhone 4, like that box looking kind of look. And so it's not really a new design. It's not really a thing. I don't hate on Apple. I do hate on Apple, even though I have an iPhone, which is weird. What I don't appreciate is that they make it seem like the iPhone is like crazy creative when it's really not. But I do love their ecosystem.
But the thing
is, have with their products.
That's the thing. One is the ecosystem. Two, people are already because Connection. Two, people already are invested into an iPhone, so that's the one thing they know about. And all that stuff. And then 3, they know, even though they're late on features, when they announce it, it's 15 times better than what it was originally. And all that stuff. And it's done right. Like the big thing about this one, about the iPhone, the 12 this year, it's finally it has its own wireless charging thing now. And all that stuff. Which is
I just had a blackout.
Better. And all that stuff. For audio listeners, Manny's screen just went completely black. He is still with us.
I had a blackout. My light went out. And everything.
LGBT shortly. He's still with us. and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Because
yes, I am.
he's doing this off his phone, just to let everyone know. And all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, I had a blackout. My lights went out.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you would lose internet?
Oh, okay.
You know, also?
No, my internet's connected to a different router thing. It's a whole different story. It's about that.
That's another decision or so. But the thing is like all this. The thing is, it's like there's 4 different models for this phone, and
Yeah.
it literally targets a certain person, no matter what, and all that stuff. So you have the mini, the regular, the pro, and the pro max. Though I find it oddly weird how they're shipping these on separate dates, apparently. So
But they're not too far from each other, right?
I think it's like a couple weeks, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And it's like, so the pro and the regular is coming out, I think this week, if I remember correctly, because pre-orders were just this past Friday.
Yep.
But the max and the mini come out like 1 or 2 weeks later, and all that stuff, which I find odd about that, especially for the mini and all that stuff, because like I said, that is going to be your top seller right there. That is your top. That's going to be their top seller right there. Is that mini and all that stuff. Why put that as your as like I can understand putting, say, the pro and the max at the later date, and then just do the mini and the regular like right now, so that way you get your sales right there and all that stuff. But the fact that you're putting the mini and the max at a later date, I don't know if it's going to hinder things, but on sales. But I mean, but then again, it's Apple. They'll sell these things like hotcakes no matter what.
Yeah.
It's just odd on not having the mini as your first being sold quick, the first one to be sold with, along with, say, the regular and all that stuff, instead of the pro and all that stuff and everything. And then of course, but then also the other big thing about this phone is this is going to be the first iPhone with 5G and all that stuff. And I find it funny because I watched the presentation when they announced the phone, and then they had the CEO of Verizon come out and made this big old taunt of how about like we have 5G everywhere and all that stuff and everything like that, and how this is going to work well with the iPhone and everything like that. Before that event, there was barely any 5G coverage from Verizon and all that stuff. And then I think like 2 days later, they announced, "Oh, we have 5G nationwide now." I'm like, it's like, what's up with you? And also, and then there's been like some other weird things since this. Apparently, there's like a $30. Apparently, the AT&T and Verizon versions are getting a $30 are $30 cheaper than the T-Mobile version.
What?
I'm like, what? And also, I don't know if it's some kind of like weird deal and all that stuff that they're doing this and everything. But then T-Mobile announced they're doing the price cut also for it, so it doesn't matter and all that stuff. They're doing it themselves and all that stuff. And I find
Verizon's doing it themselves?
No, T-Mobile's doing it themselves. I said.
Oh, got you.
And all that stuff. They're doing.
Speaking of that, T-Mobile has been, their service is crappy right now. I don't know if it's because they have too many satellites now, like they're in charge of, or too many towers. I don't know, but usually like T-Mobile has been pretty fair. But like recently, like I don't get text messages as much, or when I message my girlfriend, it doesn't go through sometimes, or when like phone calls drop. So I'm just like, I'm getting to that point where I might switch to like Verizon. Actually,
works fine for me.
I know, right? And so that's what I was just like.
Wait, who do you have?
My phone's been jacking up.
I have T-Mobile also.
Oh.
Yeah, because like mostly everybody I know.
I don't have T-Mobile. Verizon.
You have Verizon?
I have AT&T.
Okay. You're not confusing me again, all right? So
I think I got AT&T.
I was like, if you have Verizon, you'd be crystal clear right now.
You'd be nice.
Yeah.
You'd be perfect. Yeah. Oh, that's the fact that it's like...
But with all that to say, I think going back to that first question, nothing is really tempting to get an iPhone 12, honestly. Other than the 5G thing that comes with the iPhone 12. Also, the screen resolution as well is a little tempting, just because on the iPhone 11 the screen is
Well,
okay.
okay. Which one do you have? Which 11 do you have?
The basic model, just the iPhone 11.
Oh, so would you just stick with the regular 12, or would you go with the one of the other models?
Um, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't feel like there's like a huge difference in the Pro and the Max and then the regular iPhone 12. I don't, other
Uh,
than it being larger and bigger storage.
well, Pro and the Max will be more of a. Let's see here. I think it's
What'd you
more on
say?
it's more on the camera. I think it is for the pros.
Did you hear that too many?
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
What? What?
We'll tell you after.
You'll tell you after we record. We should be.
Inappropriate.
We should be saying. Yeah, it's inappropriate to be saying.
Um,
I just looked up. I just saw you look up too.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
But anyways, go ahead. So what's the difference,
it's
Ricky?
I think it's more on the camera
Okay.
because like the camera is actually pretty nice
Um,
on the Pro.
no, yeah, I won't deny that. They are. But I don't see myself like taking a whole bunch of photos unless like I'm an actual photographer. I'm like I would want a like great camera on my phone to use my camera as a backup. But since I'm not, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I can change my mind. So right now it's a no, but we'll see when I pay this phone off first, which I might soon. Because I'm switching to Verizon. I hate T-Mobile because I've been having a bad experience.
I'm going to Metro. Honestly.
Metro's owned by T-Mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like did a mini monopoly. Like they went after Metro, now they went after Sprint,
Yeah.
and then
I'm gonna get Cricket.
yeah, right. I wouldn't be surprised if they went after Cricket next.
Cricket's under
So
AT&T.
okay.
Oh, Cricket's
Oh
AT&T?
really? Oh,
Yeah.
Damn.
never mind then.
All that stuff.
I don't know the other ones. I
Yes,
feel like there's another
yeah,
one.
but so far T-Mobile's been killing it. So far, they've been buying up everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang,
Well, you got to compete with AT&T and Verizon somehow.
True.
true, very true.
And all that stuff, and
That's very true.
the only other way to do that was for T-Mobile
Monopolize.
to get Sprint.
To get serious. Also,
Yeah,
do you guys
so-
hear that OnePlus is gonna start making their own smartwatch?
No.
I haven't kept up with OnePlus because I don't.
Yeah, so recently they
Don't really use
tried it. They tried it like in the early 2000s, like when like smartwatches were kind of coming out, and then they never released it. But now this time they're really going all in. So they're gonna start not well, they're gonna start like releasing like a little bit of like information about it. Right now it's not too much, but
Oh, okay.
yeah. So they're making their own smartwatch. I know they made their own earbuds, which
Yeah.
I don't know if those are good or not. I never had it. I've always had like OnePlus a lot. They had really great specs for a cheap price. That's why I really respect them for that. Um,
Do you know what
yeah,
earbuds
I'm
are
kind of
good?
interested with what was that?
Do you know what earbuds are good?
Was you gonna say Samsung?
I was gonna be like Raycon. No, I was gonna-
Oh my god!
I already knew where this is
They're
going.
half the, yeah.
I already knew where
They're
this is
half the
going.
price of regular big name earbuds, and they're even better. Use coupon code PNNY for 20% off your next purchase.
Oh my god! I can't
Actually,
believe
if
we're
you
talking about
want
this.
really good headphones or earbuds or any kind of technology for viewers and for you guys, Amazon is doing like the Prime Day thing. I don't know if that ended probably already,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that ended already? Okay.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
mind then. Don't listen to me. But I know Best Buy is starting to do like early Black Friday sales right now.
Makes
So
sense.
they're ready for all that.
Seems
So
legit.
I know. Thinking about getting my own monitor and my own little setup finally. Just waiting for my freaking desk to come in. Taking
I
forever.
still gotta build my.
Mm.
I have
I
the
seen
wood. I
some.
just gotta build it.
Wait, you haven't? Oh, like homemade?
Yeah, I built a bed. I built my bed. I'll show you a picture later.
Is it like a Step Brothers kind of like building?
Oh no, like hockey sticks, just
Yeah,
hockey sticks
exactly.
and like 2x4s just nailed together.
Right?
I'll show you a picture.
The best idea we ever had.
Okay, so I say to end this prices. So like I said, the
We
12.
still have more topics though.
I'm to end this topic. I meant to say. I meant to say. So
In
mini start.
conclusion,
Mini starts at $699. iPhone 12 regular starts at $12.99. Pro Max starts at $1,000 full price
Jesus.
wow,
and all that stuff. So you're gonna
from
see
$12 to 1,000, that's a big jump.
a lot of deals coming out of these things. Financing prices are gonna be ridiculous. You're gonna be seeing like $550 down payments at T-Mobile for the Pro and all that
Oh my
stuff.
God.
And also for the Pro though, I was gonna be like, that's gonna be crazy
Seems dope.
and all that stuff. But it's like I say, it's gonna be interesting. I'm a call it right now. The Mini is gonna be the hot seller out of all four models and all that stuff. Though every one of those is gonna try to go for that top
Right.
line max with the best storage with the biggest storage and all that stuff, which is a terabyte if I'm correct
Or the top iPhone 12?
for the 12 max.
Damn.
I think it's a
Pretty good.
terabyte of storage.
That's cool. That's like a terabyte.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I was gonna
Uh,
say a bunch of gigabytes, but I couldn't remember how many gigabytes had a terabyte. So
Yeah, exactly. And I'm double checking right now just to be safe because I know I get that wrong sometimes. Oh, I was totally
yeah.
wrong. It's 512 gigabytes. I thought it was a terabyte.
Oh, it's like half a terabyte.
And all that stuff. Oh, I'm thinking Samsung phones because those ones do go to a terabyte if I remember correctly. And all that stuff.
Yep.
But yeah,
Samsung 2020.
and all that stuff. And Manny was just flickering up in and out and all that stuff. That is funny. And all that stuff. But yeah, Manny, are you with this? Did I lose Isaac? Hello? I think I just lost my whole crew. And all that stuff. Yeah, I did. Holy snaps. Ladies and gentlemen of the podcast. Oh, there goes Isaac. And all that stuff. We have
That was weird.
that was weird. I lost Manny
Yeah, it
first.
was.
Oh, there's Manny also. Okay. And all that
That
stuff.
was really weird.
And everything.
Wait, you guys got lost too?
No, I was still on my end because since the recording was coming on my end, of course I was still good. I lost both of you and all that stuff
Oh, okay.
and everything. So good to have you guys back.
Yeah.
everything.
Welcome back to the podcast with no name. I'm your host this week. No, I was gonna reset the whole
Wait.
thing back.
Wait. Ask me how I'm doing.
Yeah, how are you doing, Isaac? It's been a week.
But yeah,
I'm actually
iPhone-
gonna have a busy week. Anyway, go
iPhone
ahead.
iPhone 12. If you're gonna get it, good job. If not, we're not judging you.
Not a big deal,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I can't judge you.
What phones are you guys looking forward to as an Android user? Of course, the Note.
because I'm not buying any of this.
Oh, okay. Are you still getting the Note, Ricky?
I'm not paying that much money.
I thought you said you were. You're like, I'm
No.
gonna
Yeah,
get it.
you said
Nope.
you were
I
calling.
no, I really thought about it. I was like, I've come to the conclusions like I don't need that kind of real estate stuff, like all that kind of extra stuff and everything like that. When it's like all that stuff is like spread out to every other device I have, within that features of that one phone. So like whenever it comes to that conclusion of me getting a new phone, it's either gonna be a S20 FE, the fan edition, or the OnePlus 8T, because that just got announced, and that one is actually like 15 times better than the 8, in my opinion. I don't want to say,
Nice.
but yeah, I'm done with that.
That's cool.
And you have the regular iPhone. I'm sorry, not iPhone. My
I have
bad.
a-
The
I have a
OnePlus.
I have a 7 Pro.
Nice. Cool.
So Manny, are we
You
going?
know what I like to do on my phone? I like
look at it.
stream movies.
that,
No, I like to stream movies.
bad segue. Bad segue. Bad segue. See, I was
You
just.
know what else I like to watch movies? In the theaters.
That was a bad segue. That was a bad
It
segue.
was. I meant to do it.
I give you props for trying, but that was bad.
Yeah. AMC is losing a lot of money. They're in trouble. They're in trouble.
Why?
Well, we
Why,
already.
man?
Well, like,
Because of the Rona, dude. Because of this Chinese virus.
I mean, like,
Oh,
Chinese
God.
virus is messing up a lot of stuff.
Jeez.
how's the Chinese dealing? Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna.
I said the Chinese virus, not the Chinese.
No, because you said I heard just China and all that stuff. That's why.
No, I said
I heard
Chinese
you-
virus.
I heard just China and all that stuff. Okay, I didn't think you were gonna take it
Yeah.
take it to the next step and everything like that.
Yeah.
And all that.
Oh,
For
he
all
took
that-
it.
No, that would have been worse if I was just like, China's messing up everything. That'd be messed up. I don't blame China.
I think either way, you're still. That's just my.
Well, I
opinion.
mean, it's a virus.
Continue.
It's a
Continue.
virus. in China.
Continue.
You look at the virus, this is made in China. Anyways,
Oh, Jesus.
that was a bad joke. I don't think. Moving on. So you can rent them out right now for $100. You can rent out
What?
any AMC theater. Yeah, as long as it's a certain group of people. I can't remember how many people it is, but it's currently you can rent them out for $100. AMC theaters, which means it's
Wait,
actually doing.
like a whole screen, right? Like a whole screen for yourself.
Huh?
Like you
Like,
can rent
yeah,
out
like
like
it
just
was
one.
Yeah, like
But
a
there-
party, and like you can go and watch.
I
a
was
movie.
saying there's a party limit to it, right? Like a certain amount of
Yeah,
people
there's
can do it in order to do it.
I don't think you can just fill the whole theater.
No.
But I think it's just one theater room. I don't think it's the whole theater.
No, it's
I believe
exactly.
it's just
That's
one
what I was
theater,
asking.
right?
It's most likely a theater room. Yeah, one theater room.
Yeah. So I can't remember the cap size, but it's a certain cap size. Have to wear masks and be. Oh, okay, that was weird. You have to wear masks and obviously be safe and stuff like that. I believe there's gonna do one seat apart. I think I can't remember. I think
see
you're on
too.
mute.
Yes, we know.
I know that.
Oh, okay. I can't remember the exact details. I read this a while ago, and I didn't really read it. I just kind of skimmed through it. But yeah, you can rent the theaters out for $100, which is a bad sign. I feel like. I feel like it's a really bad sign that AMC is starting to really lose money.
I mean,
So, what are you guys' opinions on that?
well, we did talk about this a week, like not that long ago, and all that stuff, especially after Regal's shutting down operations till the end of the year, and all that stuff. Well,
Yeah.
and then also for the fact that every single big movie that was supposed to come out within the next couple of months, except for Wonder Woman, got pushed to next year, and all that stuff. So, of course, it's gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt them big. This is hurting them big time. The fact that they're running out of the fact that they're running out of money, though, AMC theaters in particularly, and that they could run out of money by the end of the year is kind of frightening, and all that stuff, and for this stuff, and it's like, it's gonna suck to see about what's for the future of movie theaters going into 2021 with these big movies also planning on coming out next year, and all this for this stuff, and then of course the virus and everything, how this will work out with the and all that stuff in our when we get seating. Of course, people don't want to go because of this and our current situation in the world and in the country, pretty much. This sucks for me.
It does.
This really sucks.
It does. I want my A-list back.
This really sucks. All that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think theaters are just gonna run out of business, honestly, because I
Yeah.
don't see next year changing as well.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know. They had a good run, I guess. That's crazy though. I mean,
They had a good run. Yeah.
yeah, like for me, I love movies and I love going to the movie theaters, but I wasn't obsessed about it. But I do feel that I do feel like that is going away. Like it is. It's gonna be weird, you know.
I feel like this
Um,
will usher itself back into like drive-in theaters. I feel like you're gonna see a lot more of them popping up. I feel like
that
even
could be
after the
true
whole
too.
COVID thing is done, like I feel like there's gonna
Like
be a
an
lot more
AMC
drive-in
drive-in
theaters.
theaters or
Yeah,
Regal
like
drive-in theaters.
I think it'd be cool. I enjoy drive-in theaters. Um, I feel like it'd be
That's
a
the
lot more
route they
safe,
can go.
a lot safer. Yeah, like I think they had one in our Walmart. It wasn't like permanent. It was just like a temporary thing. But I'm pretty sure they had one at our Walmart. They had like a temporary drive-in theater thing. Can't
Shoot, I'm
remember.
gonna do one and just charge people. Just put up my own and be like, hey, $5
Yeah,
ticket for everybody.
you could, at that donut you live at, you can put like a giant tarp and you get like
Exactly.
projector.
You know, take it from Crossroads anyway. Just bring it to my courtyard. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, put it at the end of
Actually,
the.
that's a pretty interesting money idea. But no,
It is. Just put it on top of the van.
there you go.
Yeah.
Drive on the freeway and
Uh,
just show the movie. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. On the road, just project the movie on the road. I thought that's a driving hazard.
But no, but I do like that idea. I mean, I don't think it would be a bad idea for Regal, AMC, any kind of other theaters to do a drive-in for right now. It's like
Yeah,
still
but
accumulate
then
kind of
where do
those
they do it? I
profits
think
and
that's the
money.
hard part.
You
Where
have
do you put it?
yeah, you have to that's an investment of where to place them, where to put them, and also I'm no, I know AMC already has drive-in theaters and all that stuff, but
Oh, okay.
they're not this is from what I can tell, it's not a lot of them and all that stuff.
Yeah, like I
Um,
think we're closest one in Sacramento for us, right?
for
I think.
a drive-in theater in general, yes.
Yeah, huh?
Um, and all that stuff, but for AM, I like I said, I know AMC does have drive-ins. I don't know where exactly. Regal in particularly, or their parent. I don't know, I forgot the name of their parent company. I don't know if they do drive-ins particularly, or have like they have like a chain of them and all that stuff. And then of course there's like a bunch of other ones that are just there and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, it could bring this could bring up an insurgence or a renaissance of sorts to drive-in theaters again, which would be cool. Which would be a nice thing to see. I never been to one. Um, I don't for that, and that would be cool to see. That would be interesting to check out and all that stuff. It's just the one thing about it is just like, can these companies invest in doing that stuff and all that stuff, and either like finding the land, getting everything that they need to do that stuff. Like, how does I guess you could say what kind of technology is used for drive-ins nowadays and all that stuff. I don't know. Is it if it's the same stuff or it's something different and all that stuff to project these movies and all that stuff. It'll be interesting to see and all that stuff because like also and of course like you also have to they have to invest into making sure people in the cars can hear the movies and all that stuff with those little speakers and all that stuff. I'm just thinking about like back in the old day
Yeah.
and all that
Well,
stuff.
actually, there's one in LA that has their own radio station. So when you go, you park, and then it says before the movie starts, it says tune your radio to station 103 point something AM FM whatever I can't remember what it is,
We can
and
get
you
a
tune your radio to that radio, and you can hear the movie
we can get
as
a
it plays.
we can get a renaissance in the radio station back in radio stations and getting all that stuff. Well,
Yeah,
I think what will I don't know how like radio stations work of like broadcasting things and all that stuff or like having the certain station number and all that stuff. You can there's a possible chance of seeing like movie theaters actually like trying to like obtain that kind of like licensing or whatever it could be, so that way they have their own kind of a dedicated radio station and all that stuff.
yeah,
But then again, that's a whole other thing itself because each radio station is different from another depending on where you're at and all that stuff. And that's just not just within the state of California. That's the whole United States itself and all that stuff.
yeah. Well, most likely, depending where you are, you'd be able to hear it. Like if you're not just gonna tune your radio station to a random movie theater. So
Well,
like,
yeah, I get that, but like I said, it's like you there. It's 90, no 80. Mine is from 87.9 to 103.3 and all that stuff. Out of all of those, I probably get a good 10, maybe and all that stuff. But then out of that many, if I'm from where we are now to say like maybe Sacramento or even LA, that number changes, and that can be a bigger or smaller and all that stuff because it's a back end thing of a frequency and all that stuff where that area is at. So
Yeah.
I can say like AMC does this random idea would just pop up, and there are drive-in theaters in the Bay, Central Valley, more in Southern California, and they don't use the same radio station from each area. Like for example, say here will be 101.5 and all that stuff for this certain movie. Oh, and that's the other thing. Like, will it work for each how like the movies itself too? So it's like
I think the one in LA is like just one radio station and it's just different movies playing on it. Like you know how they play different songs? It's just the audio.
So one radio station is playing 5 different movies. Well, I don't know how many movies they do at once, but
no, it's just one. It's just one theater. That's the thing.
It's just one.
Yeah,
movie.
it's just one screen.
Schedule for one screen.
For one.
Yeah,
screen.
it's not like the one in Sacramento that has like 5 different ones. It's just one theater.
So that's for one screen and one movie and all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's that right there. But what if say they do it more of a multi thing, not just one theater and all that stuff? Because if you're gonna have like most likely if people are gonna do these drive-ins and they're gonna invest in these and want these people to come, you're not gonna invest in just one screen and all that stuff and one movie.
Yeah.
For that.
No, of course not. I think they'll be more creative than that.
And yeah, so that's where it's like if that radio station is somehow an idea, how is that gonna work? That's why I was thinking more of the old classic back in the day where they had the radio, where they had like that little speaker thing next to them and all that stuff, and they put it in their car.
Yeah, like
but more advanced and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, they do have radio transmitters that create a station so you can able to listen to in your car. So they do have those. I mean, that's probably the only way you can have them on all your cars. It's just having that.
Unless maybe like you drive up and it's like an aux cord, you like plug that in your car. It's just like a bunch of aux cords like hanging. Like instead of a speaker.
That's how you get COVID, man.
That's gonna be strange on how that works. But I mean, like each state, each place where a car's parked has its own aux cord. The wiring to that, the wiring setup. That's gonna be so weird.
Difficult. First of all, I wouldn't even know how to do that.
Maybe all aux ports like go into one giant aux port.
But plugs in the screen. But that just causes a lot of.
So you're just gonna get like
because literally what you're gonna have
1,000-foot long aux cord.
Because literally what you're gonna have to do is like from Manny's perspective of from this example he's getting, you're literally gonna have to go underground and put all these wires in because there's no way you're gonna put them on the ground and all that stuff.
Where you have to have all that stuff.
Like and it's gonna go underground and then up above and all that stuff and then just like have these little poles next to it so that way you can and all that stuff. That's just that's a lot more.
And what if you don't have an aux cord in your car?
See,
Bluetooth.
Not a lot of cars do that.
Well, they get a Bluetooth connector. There's an aux cord Bluetooth.
A Bluetooth signal. Oh my gosh, this is complicated.
I mean,
that could kind of work. You're gonna have like 100 devices connected to one thing.
But here's the thing: not all cars have Bluetooth either. Like my car doesn't have Bluetooth.
Well, yeah.
This is the thing. My car actually doesn't have radio.
Yeah, not a lot of cars have an aux cord. Not a lot of cars have Bluetooth, and all that stuff. We know that.
Yeah.
And all that stuff. That's
what
why
if the car doesn't have either? Then that's really gonna suck.
Yeah. My car doesn't have radio.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like that's gonna.
Oh, that's when you gotta. Yeah.
That's where it gets difficult.
Just
there's that
the
too.
Neighbor car, he was like, "Hey, can I just get in there?"
There's that too, and all that stuff and everything. It's like I said, there's like the
like we can just go on Ricky's or something.
Why mine? Yours is like drive-in for like 2 people because if you have like 4 people, I can't imagine sitting in the back and being like.
Well, that's why you bring chairs.
Can't see.
That's why you bring chairs.
Outside?
Be like,
just next to your car.
I guess.
Because like
what
I've been to
leads to
some
people like
drive-ins
trying to
before
tailgate.
COVID.
Probably gonna wear a
I've been to some
mask.
drive-ins before COVID, and like there's like a section where like a bench section where you can just sit like and see the
Right,
theater and
unless you
see
got like
the
that
screen.
huge car where you just
But
turn it
isn't
around
the
and open up
purpose of
the
a
trunk.
drive-in to watch it in your car?
Yeah, but the thing is, like a lot of people bring a lot of. Sometimes people bring like a lot of people. That's the thing.
Yeah, back in the day, like these like hide people in the car, so when they get there,
Yeah,
like five other people got in for free.
yeah, like, that's the thing. Like, it's,
I don't know if people still do that this day, but I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. Well, no, I think they charge per car now. I don't think they charge for people anymore.
It's like the Mexican border, like, hey, get out, and just having like detectors all over the car, checking in the trunk.
Well, we'll
Hilarious.
see.
Or you could just bring a truck and I'll sit in the tailgate.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. That would have been tight. Better to have a truck, honestly.
I
You just have to park in reverse.
I don't know. I like the idea of a drive-in and all that stuff, and that's probably just more of me just wanting to experience it myself.
I mean, we can take it from Sacramento.
If they, but the thing is like planning that out and trying to get that all out and everything. Get it all set up, where to find it, where they're gonna place them, like where to place them and all that stuff, what they're gonna use to get that all set up. Are they gonna do it just for one screen, one movie, or are they gonna do multiple screens for different movies and all that stuff? There's a lot of stuff.
Are you gonna do aux cords? Are you gonna do Bluetooth?
That audio set up and everything for it, whatever man he's thinking of. It's gonna be.
Yeah. Honestly, I only can find a box cord. Oh, excuse me.
It'll be
because I have no idea how else I would do it.
Yeah, it'll
I'm
be
not really into that
interesting.
stuff.
It'll be interesting on how that works, but we'll see
Yeah, really will.
and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm just upset because like I've been like the last couple of years has been like fun for me going to the theaters now and all that stuff, and the fact that I don't even think I've gone to the theater this year before COVID.
Hey guys, we're back from technical difficulties. So leading to the next topic, showrunner for The Boys had an interview recently. Uh, Ricky was it and Isaac, not just Ricky, but
I'm
have you guys seen and read these?
So
I have not.
I read the IGN article, which broke it down a bit. I have not read the full article, which was on Hollywood Reporter and everything. But it's an interesting take, and it makes sense in a way. If you want to go into further details about it, Manny.
How do you do it? All right, end of the podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Damn, you would do that.
It's like, oh, okay, that's your opinion. I was like, you don't got an opinion. All right, thank you for watching this week's episode. No, I agree with him for most of it. And I agree with his opinions that he had, except for one of. Well, let me see how I put this. The one that he's saying, the quote that like, we're raising kids to think that superheroes are gonna come and save the day or something like that, right? I forgot how you said it. He related it to Superman. I agree with him, but not. I don't know how to put it. Uh,
Is it in the Hollywood Report? Is it in the Hollywood Reporter article or the IGN one? So I can find it.
it was in. I guess it's technically in both because IGN just quoted him. You just read it.
Was it the one I just read?
But yeah, we're programming kids to think that someone's gonna come and save the day.
My issue with them. My issue with them are not the movies themselves, but that there are too many of them overall, he said, the showrunner. I sort of believe it's dangerous not to overstate it or be overdramatic, but it's a little dangerous to train an entire generation to wait for someone strong and come in and save you.
I feel like kids don't believe that. Well, like older kids, like I'd say like about 8 is the age that people stop doing that. Like I don't think you have an older person than 8-year-olds to be like in a situation and be like, oh, Superman's gonna come save me. So,
I don't think he's referring to. I don't think in general though, but he is referring to teenagers though. I think it is. He's more talking about the younger demographic.
Teenagers are saying this?
No. I'm saying what he's talking about. I think he's just more referring to because most likely because the MCU, because this is referring to the MCU movies, and particularly though he is a fan of them himself. That he did say that,
Yeah, yeah.
just to let everyone know about this. I think he's referring to is the kids that were watching it at the start of this and all that stuff.
At the start
Of the MCU in particularly, because most of them had to be like under the age of 8 or 10 or 8 to 10 at least, and all that stuff that started watching this stuff. And of course, of course, like if you're a teenager or older and all that stuff, of course you're not gonna believe into that stuff because by now you should already know that kind of stuff. You should already know that.
I feel like even younger. I feel like 7 and up. I feel like don't believe that Iron Man's gonna come and save them. Like
if they do, that's more power to them and all that stuff and everything like that. But
yeah,
there is
like even if they do, I don't feel like that's wrong. Like you know what I mean? Like I mean, let them be kids. Like, I don't
of course
imagine.
not. I mean,
well, yeah, of course not.
they should have
that's the get.
imagination.
That's the get. I think it's like it's he. I think what he's just trying to get at for the fact that it's like there is most likely a chance of kids that still do and all that stuff, and it's just hopefully that they are learning from they're more learning from the fact that this is not real more and then more for the fact of this is possibly real and all that stuff and everything like that. Because like if you do look at these movies, these are technically real world movies because they are based in real world areas and all that stuff. How unlike for DC in particular, most of the areas are not real cities and all that stuff and everything.
Yeah.
And everything, but he's like he's not right. He's not wrong. He's not really wrong about this at all and all that stuff. Like yeah, it's like we don't want this to happen. Like no one wants, like no kid should believe and all that stuff. That especially when you get older and all that stuff, it's like you should believe for the fact that it's like you're gonna be saved. And I don't think it's just more the fact of a superhero in general and all that stuff that I think he's trying to get at and all that stuff. I think it's just anyone in general. And all that stuff, whether it be like a role model, like this certain person you look, just like a role model that you look up to in real life, and all that stuff that they expect you, and you expect them to save you from every situation that you'll be in, and all that stuff.
So like,
and all that stuff.
You mean like for example like, oh I'm getting beat up by Isaac. Isaac's beating me up. And I'm like, oh Brad Pitt, come save me. Like that's what you mean? Like just like anybody in general who you look up to.
I was not Brad Pitt. Not even Brad Pitt.
No, like
like
so like you said, like real world people, like
yeah.
If somebody looked up to Brad Pitt because they saw him in a movie where he was kick ass, like
no, Manny, that's not what I'm getting at all. I'm saying like a guidance counselor or this older like you're an older brother or something like that. I'm not talking about an actor and all that stuff. I'm like because the thing is for the fact that it's like. He's not only is he talking about superheroes, but he's also talking about violence. You don't need to like you have to be you do have to be that person to do things on your own and everything like that.
Yeah.
And you have to be that person and all that stuff. There are people you can like help you out and all that stuff, but you can't be reliant on them every single situation that you're in and all that stuff and everything and all that stuff because that just makes you very very attached to that person and all that stuff and you
that makes you vulnerable.
You have and you need to find that you have to have that kind of separation from that person and all that stuff whether it be the ideal superhero or even like someone that you know closely in real life and all that stuff and everything. When I read it I was originally I thought he was just referring to the movies in general.
Yeah,
just to the movies in general of like saying like because like each of them come out they've been coming out every year and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and then people are like always anticipating on that kind of stuff and everything like that. Like they're always excited for it and they're always waiting for that. And it's like people are probably like,
okay, I see what you mean now. You thought they were like I see.
That's what I originally thought. That's when I first saw it. But then when we reread it and all that stuff, I was like, now I get it what he's talking about and all that stuff. Yeah, and I still agree with it either way, honestly. And all that stuff if I saw from both sides from what I originally thought even now and to that point because like these are just movies and all stuff as much as I love these movies myself and all that stuff like Black Widow and Eternals have been delayed and all that stuff but I'm not crying about it right now and all that stuff and everything like am I upset but I'm not here like bugging about it every single time because like I have my own life to deal with and everything for that stuff and everything. So it's like that. But particularly for what this with this issue, since we're on our what we're now talking what it actually means and all that stuff. Yeah, like we need to be careful. We need to be careful of who we're relying on too, and all that stuff. Not just like, just of if you're like growing onto them, but just be careful of who you're trusting and all that stuff. All that stuff and everything like that. It's like to let you know, because I think what is also getting off to the point, and could be an actual thing or just something else added onto it, because he does earlier bringing about how he brings up about how Homelander is the inspiration of Superman in a way. And then for those who've watched The Boys and all that stuff, I haven't finished the season yet. Homelander is a total opposite of Superman. He is what Superman would be if he was an asshole and all that stuff.
You like Brightburn
and everything like that. He will literally take over. He will literally just do whatever he wants, whenever he can, and all that stuff. But at the same time, he has this public image that people trust about him and all that stuff too, and everything.
Yeah.
And everything. And I think that's also what he's also trying to get at with it, and all that stuff, and everything. Like, though Homelander is this almighty savior from what the public eye see, the guy's an asshole over personality in real life when you finally get to know the person and all that stuff. And that should question your thoughts about that person. Like, do you really want this person to be the guy to always rely on and all that stuff, to be there to help you out, to save you and everything like that? And I think that's also what he's also trying to get at with it, not just about the movies in general, but also about the character, about just how I mentioned we were talking about real world people and who Homelander is in general as a person, in the character in the show. So I think there's like different ways of seeing this, on all honesty, but I think they're all kind of work in a way too, in how I see it.
Isaac, what do you think about this?
So, I gotta be honest.
Here we go.
I've never seen that show. So, yeah. But with what he's saying is I agree with. I'm not opposed to it. But there are those few special people out there that really do believe in it. You know, I think we just had a discussion about like people that believed in Santa. And then there's also people that think that wrestling is completely real. Or
that's because it is. I've seen the Olympics. I've seen Greco. I've seen freestyle.
All right. So anyways.
Olympic wrestling is actually a really good sport, and I believe that they really get injured.
I don't think that's the kind of wrestling he's talking about.
I know what he meant. He's talking about pro wrestling.
Yes, WWE, whatever you watch, entertaining.
Yeah, no,
people. I've met a person that really
100%
believed that it was real, and
really?
So like I think somebody said like wrestling is fake, and this dude got heated. He's like, it's not. And we're like, whoa, it really is though. Like, you know, and so
yeah.
I get what he's saying, but there are really people out there that might believe it's true, because there are, I think on TLC, like the addiction segments they do. There was a guy that wanted to be like Superman so bad, like he just did like plastic surgery like over 100 times so he can look exactly like Superman. Just literally the hair, the chin, everything. And then his whole room was just like filled with like Superman like merchandise. And so,
but here's the thing though, that like if he was Superman, why would he get, like, if his room was done up like the Superman's cave, that would make sense.
No, this. I mean,
he just like idolized
Superman.
Okay. He just idolized.
He didn't believe
like
he was Superman. He just wanted to look like Superman.
Oh,
And
okay.
so, yeah. So that being said, though, like he was just like in love with Superman, like everything about him. And so those are the few people that
he's an ultimate fanboy.
Yeah.
Super ultimate, but is also a person to this interview where he will believe like or turn to Superman for like everything, you know. And so I feel like there are a couple I don't want to say everybody, but there are a few people out there that like have that kind of mindset. You know, if no one didn't have that mindset, then why would he bring that up? You know what I'm saying? But there are people that are like that, that use superheroes as like to look up to, which is fine. You know, I think there's lessons to be learned. You know what I mean? And so I feel like that's okay. But to the point where like, oh, this person will save me, then I'm just like, that's going too far a little bit, you know? So yeah, that's like my take on it.
Okay. Well, see that? Okay. Guys, if you guys have your own different take, you can feel free to leave them in the description on the YouTube video. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. Also, follow us on Spotify. However you follow people on Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts. I don't watch them. What?
If you're gonna sell it, like, at least pretend.
Oh my god.
At least pretend. Don't be like, yeah, if you follow Spotify, dog,
I don't get it.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to them. I don't watch.
Don't mention it.
It's not. Be like, that's not the point of it, though. That's not the point of it, though. All that stuff, man. The fact you said I don't watch them. They're audio podcasts. You don't watch. You listen.
Well, I don't use that platform, so I wouldn't know. But whatever you can do to like and follow, make sure you do it. Make sure you share with some friends. Go follow our Instagram, the podcast, and no name yet. Go follow our TikTok. You can watch Ricky stream whenever he streams at I'm Only Ricky at Twitch.
Okay.
Isaac, give him a high five.
Thanks.
There you go. All right. Bye.
See you on another No Name podcast, guys.